How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I know I was supposed to do this last night, but I fell asleep. I was tired, and I didn't think y'all really cared that much about what I was gonna say when it came to Diddy and them. But I wanted to address it because a lot of people keep asking me about it. So we're gonna talk about it. What's up? What's up? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hope everybody's having. I got a Friendsgiving I'm going to in about an hour or two. So I wanted to sit on here real quick and tell people my thoughts on black entertainment and the Diddy situation and the R.Kelly situation and just overall um, that whole thing. Um, so I gotta wait till a few other people come up in here. Let's go. Yes, yeah. Me and Skills got this great idea. So we'll be talking about that soon. But before I go to this Friendsgiving, I want to talk about black entertainment and uh, why why we need to uh, we need to really stop. We got other things that we really need to deal with, but this is something that keeps happening and it's gonna keep happening because um, the media only wants to discuss that, and they want to discuss that because they want us to be distracted on what's really going on in the world. Hey, Miss Trina, how you doing? Um, um, so yeah, I was supposed to do this last night, but it did not. So a lot of people was looking for me to do this last night, but I'm gonna do it today, and people can go back and look at it because I'm only gonna do it one time and one time only, and but yeah. So yes, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Oh God, we already gonna get you out of here because you are a retard. All right. Yeah. Uh, you're absolutely right, and we are going to. We're gonna. It's really just us having to go down to DC more, and that's something that we don't do. But we'll get to that. So, as you know, Diddy is in trouble, and I think that the Diddy thing is unfortunate, but Diddy, people knew about Diddy and his and these parties and stuff for a very long time. The difference is the we didn't have social media, and since social media is a thank you. It is a gift and a curse because we're dealing with stuff that happens all the time. Um, and I don't. The fact that that person goes and gets another page to say that the whole time is insane. But anyway, what irritates me about black media and what goes on with the celebrities and stuff is that parties and stuff like this has been happening since the 70s, from Studio 54 to Jimi Hendrix to all that stuff. And people have the right to party and stuff like that. However, some people take it to a whole different level and and then start getting caught up. Now, I will say that people party different. You know, some people take it all the way to the extreme. Some people, hi Miss Parker, some people know that it's a limit, and then some people don't choose to go to these events or these parties because it get too wild. But people been knowing about Diddy for a very long time. What irritates me is that everybody's quiet and or don't say nothing, and then when all this comes out, it's this big issue and this big problem. What I don't like about the whole no, I'm talking about Diddy right now. What I don't like is how we don't protect our black entertainers, like how these white entertainers protect theirs. We are our own worst enemy. Okay, you've got Aerosmith, you've got Woody Allen, you've got all these weirdos who've done weirdo things, and their blog sites and the People magazine, Inquirer, the Star, all that stuff, it is they don't even it's talked about one time and they don't talk about it no more. But when it comes to us, you've got the black bloggers dragging us, you've got the white bloggers dragging us, you dragging us, and that right there, you got to understand there's people that's involved. I mean, there's kids that are involved. Regardless of who Diddy is, what Diddy has done, Diddy has children, and he has is he have grandchildren? No younger grandchildren yet. Antoine can't make it past his ego to make any impact. I don't know what's going on with Anton. You know, Anton Daniels has put us on a couple of things, so I appreciate all media is good media. But I'm sitting here talking about Diddy right now and how we need to protect our black culture. Black entertainment is $1 trillion business. It's $1 trillion business that the Jews are making a lot of money off of us, and a lot of non-black people are making a lot of money off of us. But when it comes to us, we are always the one to lose. Diddy ain't the first, and Diddy ain't gonna be the last of him having freak offs or whatever you want to call them and stuff like that. Now, mental health is the most important part of our culture that we do not do. I said, I said when this first was coming out, I had said this because some people were asking me that at that time, and I really didn't talk about it. But one of the things that I did say was Diddy is the prime example of why we need therapy in our communities. Diddy's sexuality or any black man's sexuality is none of our business, but when you don't have an outlet to speak about it, it continues to happen. So that is one of the issues that we deal with in the black community, mental health. Now, am I trying to sit here and say that he should not be punished for what he did? Yeah, if kids were involved, absolutely, he should be punished. If he raped people or was or doing things against their own will, absolutely. But a lot of these whole people were going as well. A lot of, and that's the thing we have to understand. People sit here and act like whole is not life. Like groupies were never here. That women don't do drugs. I mean women. That men don't do drugs. That party favors isn't a real thing. Like it is. It is, and it's always been. Okay, it's always been there. Drugs has been here. Drugs is always here. Now to sit here and say that he was supplying the drugs and stuff like that, he probably was, but it wasn't like nobody wasn't saying, "Well, I don't want any drugs." No, some people party. There's some people that party to the whole to the extreme, and there's some people that just like to party because they party. So one of the things is the only reason why now everybody know that he always was like shady in business. He always was doing some weird stuff when it comes to the business aspect and stuff like that. And yeah, he did a lot of things that he shouldn't have done, but also a lot of people don't know how to read. Okay? We get so caught up because we don't have the finances, or we're about to go big, or because you see a large amount of money. Just say, I don't know, they're going to give you $1 million at that time. $1 million is much more than what you didn't have in your pocket, right? So because that you sign some deals, and sometimes the deals aren't great deals, but because of that does not mean that you got effed over. You signed those deals, or you did not go get a lawyer to read the fine print. We don't read the fine print at all. I don't understand why we talking about Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels is nowhere near any of these things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know Anton Daniels. I don't even know why y'all bring him. I know that he's done a couple of things with Chicago Flips Red. He's mentioned us a few times, so I appreciate Anton Daniels, but I'm here talking about Diddy. All right. Now, because of him, a lot of people signing deals that they weren't supposed to sign and not giving their masters and stuff like that, he had a change of heart. He started doing things that were a little bit better once he got a little bit older, but people still did not, black people and people hold grudges. We hold grudges a lot. So all that stuff, was thought, was brought and all that thing. So when I talk about in 2023, when he started, in 2022, when he started talking about Diego, that is a liquor distribution, was not giving him the money that he felt like he deserved when it came to De Leon, when it came to Ciroc. All of a sudden, all this stuff started coming out, right? And that was a major problem, because anytime an entertainer, especially a black entertainer, challenges the system in any type of way, or some type of company and stuff, all of a sudden stuff starts coming out. Weird, all this stuff that y'all knew. It's like y'all knew that I had a folder, and y'all knew that he was always doing this fuck shit. But because he started asking about his money, or nobody wasn't even rocking with Ciroc. He made Ciroc. People wasn't even rocking with De Leon. De Leon is disgusting. Ciroc I really don't fuck with either. But back in the day, I loved Ciroc. Ciroc was the only thing that I used to drink, but I used to drink Ciroc because of Diddy. You understand? So I'm thinking that we're supporting a black man. We're supporting a black, a black person who has their own liquor thing, but not knowing that it was licensed off of Diego. And when he started explaining that he felt like it was being racial and he was being discriminated against, all of a sudden, here comes Little Rod, and here comes the Cassie situation. Now with Little Rod, Diddy, I don't know why he did not pay Little Rod. That was just dumb not to pay Little Rod when Little Rod done seen all this weird stuff that you doing now. Again, we got social media. All that stuff that you was doing back in the early 90s, early 2000s, it was really your word against theirs. Like Jaguar was saying all this stuff, was going around telling people business, but nobody really wasn't believing Jaguar or anything like that because you ain't got no receipts, and Jaguar is kind of off. But now you're dealing with a new generation. You're dealing with a different generation who know how to use social media and stuff like that. So you doing the same shit that you was doing back in the early 90s and stuff is not going to work. This all they do is keep their phone. So you doing weird stuff like who the drug person is. You understand? You flying in prostitutes, male prostitutes, female prostitutes, all that stuff. And all he is asking for is his little $40,000 that you could have just gave him. You could have just gave him his $40,000 and been done with it. But no. So then Little Rod started talking, and when Little Rod started talking and stuff like that, yeah, people was laughing because some of the stuff he was saying wasn't making any sense. But then he went and found somebody to put this lawsuit in, and the lawsuit was absolutely terrible. Okay, it had no basis. He was going to lose that lawsuit because if you read the lawsuit, he had names wrong. He was saying stuff didn't make any sense, stuff like that. But who did they go get? They go and get Cassie, right? Because they know that they had that video that whole time. Now that he's saying that they doctored it up and all that stuff. My boy, you was running like Usain Bolt down that hallway and tackled her like you was a quarterback. Okay, a running back. Like, that was crazy. But she also asked you to pay her, and you didn't pay her. So that was your ego. Okay, your ego was like, yeah, and you thought because you paid $20 million that was never going to come out. That was kind of crazy that you thought that wasn't going to come out. But the fact that you knew that they had this tape the whole time, and you really thought that $20 million that it was never going to get out here, when you know that the relationship that you had with Cassie was based on not love. You forced her to be in a relationship with you. Okay, you forced her. Anybody that she was messing with, I think it was Ryan Leslie at the time, and all that stuff. You basically pushed him out the way. You forced her to be in a relationship with you. It was never genuine from the start. You had her drugged up. You clearly had her doing stuff that she didn't want to do. Yeah, she could have got out of there, but at the end of the day, this is the most powerful person on the planet at this time. He's got money. Clearly he had $20 million to give to the security at the hotel, thinking that they weren't going to. He was that tape. He only had the only copy of that tape. So, but it was never on love. You never cared about. Cassie never loved you. She never genuinely cared for you. She never was going to. She always had animosity towards you because you forced her to be in a relationship with you. She did not even like you like that. She did not genuinely rock with like that. So, okay. Yeah. But anyway, so you go ahead and so you go ahead and that happens. And when that happens, all of you lie. First you say, you put that thing out. All these lies are baseless and stuff like that because you only thinking about what Little Rod is saying. Yes, that lawsuit looked crazy. It looked insane. You understand? And I love Young Miami. I love me some Young Miami. So that's the only reason I was interested in reading on it, because I wanted to say, what Young Miami got to do with it? So I'm reading up on it, and then I even seeing her part, and I'm like, I can write the motion to dismiss for Young Miami because y'all don't even have her name in here. That's number one. Number two is, what does she got to do with it? But it's all because you didn't want to pay this guy for writing songs for you, and that has always been your issue. You don't want to pay nobody. All of this is because you don't want to pay anybody. It's always been like this. You don't want to pay anybody. Like, I don't know. Even with the situation with Sting, right? You took the song, the Every Step I Take, Every Voice, whatever that song for when Big died or whatever. You didn't even get permission for that. So because you didn't get permission for that, you owe Sting like a crazy amount of money every year. Hold on, let me get the amount of money that he owes Sting every year. Yeah, he owes he Sean Diddy pays him $5,000 per day for sampling every breath you take. Since 19 since since 19 since 1997. Um and now in 2018, Sting told Breakfast Club that it was $2,000 per day for the rest of his life. But Diddy says that um so sorry. So it's $2,000 per day that he owes that he pays Sting for I'll Be Missing You. That's because you didn't go and get the that's because you didn't go get the rights to, you didn't ask, could you just sampled it. So you have an issue. You have an issue with paying people. And then it goes on to now we're in the late 2000s in 2024 with social media, and you still doing the same thing. You feel like because you got Little Rod around and you people around you and you're showing them this lifestyle. People need to eat. People need to eat. People need to pay their rent. Little Rod has kids, all that stuff. So that is it's always a I welcome my trolls, but some of them get real weird. So that is an issue that you had. So when the situation happened um, with Cassie and you coming out saying um, that these are baseless and I'm being lied on in my day in court, then the next day, then when Cassie puts out her lawsuit was super detailed, it was super weird. It's like things that you heard that was said, but you like, damn, Diddy, like, woo, like that's just too much. Then you lie and say that that's not true, and then here they come with this tape that everybody saw. So now everybody see this tape, and it's like, all right, Diddy, like, damn, you understand? Like, so you go and do that. Now that tape is out, and then 2 days later you make an apology, stuff like that. Now, I think honestly, the problem is mental health. No one discusses mental health. Okay, yes, Diddy may be a terrible person, but let's dig into his childhood. Let's dig into like his mom. Let's dig into those things like therapy. His kids need therapy. Like you got people going around saying that he killed Kim. Like, oh my God. That is the problem with mental health. Black people do not take mental health seriously. So now you got a man who now is arrested, now locked up, 3 bails, right? He tried to do bail the other day. They denied him for another bond. You've got a developer. This is where I got a little irritated, right? Because you got a developer because he's trying to sell his mansion, right? So you have a developer that hold on, let's see where is this at? Because this really pissed me off too about this developer that is, yeah. So Diddy's mansion in Los Angeles, that's the one that has the ties for the infamous freak offs, right? He's trying to sell it for $61.5 million, but this white real estate developer named Bo Bellman is trying to offer him $30 million, right? And he's saying to He says Belmont aims to remove the negative stigma surrounding the property and highlighting its architectural beauty, right? And it says a 17,000 square foot mansion which features a luxury amenities like a state of the art theater, guest house, resort style pool, has struggled to attract buyers due to its association with the criminal charges Diddy is currently facing, including sex trafficking and racketeering. The property was raided earlier this year by federal authorities, further tarnishing its reputation. Now, he did the same thing with Kanye West's Malibu home. He bought it for $41 million less, said the same thing. Kevin, right now, with all the scrutiny with Kanye West at the time, when it came with the Jew situation and the Adidas situation, and Kanye actually sold it to him for $40 million less, which he should have never done. Because Elvis Presley, this is what it comes to the difference between us not gatekeeping our black celebrities and how white people will keep making money off of their predator celebrities, right? So when Elvis died in 1977, now everybody know that Elvis was having sex with underage teenage white girls. Everybody knew this. Everybody knew that he was having sex with them, including Priscilla Presley. She could sit here and say that they didn't have sex until they was 18 years old. Lady, we already know. Y'all, you was getting down, and he was getting down too. And a whole bunch of others. A lot of grandparents. Grandmother is 10 years younger than they grandfather, all that stuff. That's how that works, right? But anyway, after Elvis' death in 1977, his father Vernon was the executors of his estate, which was held in his trust for his daughter Lisa Marie. Vernon named Priscilla to be the successor upon his death. She assumed the role following Vernon's 1979 death. Graceland itself cost $500,000 a year in upkeep, and expenses had dwindled Lisa Marie's inheritance to only $1 million. Taxes due on the property and other expenses due came to over $500,000. Faced with having to sell Graceland, Presley examined other public homes and museums. She hired CEO Jack Soden to turn Graceland into a tourist attraction. Graceland was opened to the public on June 7, 1982, only 4 weeks after opening Graceland's doors. The estate made back all the money it had invested. Priscilla became the chairperson and president of Elvis Presley Enterprise, stating that she would remain in the position until Lisa Marie reached 21 years of age. Under Priscilla Presley's guidance, the enterprise fortune soared. Eventually, the trust grew to be worth over $100 million. The reason why I'm saying that is the freak off mansion needs to be turned into a tourist attraction. Okay? The freak off mansion needs to continue to have revenue for his children. Just like Graceland, where I'm pretty sure Elvis that has sex with a lot of underage kids and did a lot of inappropriate things in Graceland. But they turned Graceland into a tourist attraction, right? And it's still to this day one of the most this place makes a lot of money for his child, Lisa Marie Presley, and it's always a weirdo. Lisa Marie Presley and the grandchild, okay? The same thing is what they should have did with R.Kelly's mansion. That where everybody said they had to get a bus, to pull the bus get there, they got to sign the permission slips and stuff like that. They should have did the same thing with him. Okay? And that is the problem. We don't gatekeep our celebrity predators. Just like them white people, they gatekeep they white predators. Can you say, how about timeout? Can you say timeout? It's your mom? How about that? Timeout. Because that is the problem. We sit here and let these blogs try to drag us, all that stuff. Everybody knew what Diddy was about. Everybody knew that, right? But this is what needs to happen. Because he got some terrible attorneys that's making him look like a zoo in there. That's why this is his third time trying to go to get out. You've got other entertainers and stuff that nobody don't want to talk about because they scared their stuff will come out or whatever. But that is what needs to. Yeah, he doesn't have to clean his image. Elvis Presley never cleaned his image. That's the problem. White people can do whatever they want to do, and but when it comes to us, we have to clean images and stuff like that. His image is already clean. Before he got in office, before he got locked up, he was trying to clean his image. Okay, he turned to Love, Brother Love. Brother Love was trying to clean up his image. Okay, he gave back the stuff to the to all his people. What was it called? The records, not the records, the rights. He gave all the rights back to Mary J. Blige and all that stuff. So he was trying to, okay? And then karma came up to him. So now he locked up. But we're talking about money, right? Because this white real estate developer who got Kanye West, because he shouldn't have got, Kanye West should have never sold it for $40 million less than what it was on. He's Kanye West, okay? He's Kanye West. Now you're trying to do the same thing when it comes to Diddy. No. So we need to turn that Los Angeles mansion to the freak off mansion. Okay? They need to go ahead and get some pictures of everybody who was at the freak off mansion. Okay? It needs to show where the freak offs happen at. Okay? It needs to get a video of Diddy explaining little stuff and all over. Everybody got little clips of Diddy talking about the parties. You got celebrities and stuff that said they went to the parties and stuff like that. That should be what the freak off. Let's make some money. Let's make some money. So anybody that says that this cannot happen, you are a troll. Exactly. You'll get everybody will get some tickets. The tickets it'll be a line. It'll be a line. Who's not going to the freak off mansion? Who's not going to the freak off mansion? Okay? Right. Whites don't scandalize their love celebrity dirt. Yes, they do scandalize their celebrity dirt. What are you talking about, Valentino? Yes, they do. We have Woody Allen's out here sleeping with great grandchildren, and y'all are still, his grandchild, and y'all are okay with that. Elvis Presley was, I'm pretty sure the Graceland, he was having a lot of sex with a lot of young kids in there. You've got the rock stars. You've got all of them. Yes, you've got the seventh heaven father. The seventh heaven father went into therapy, admitted that he was that he had sex with children. Okay, the seventh heaven daddy. Okay, and the seventh heaven daddy is nowhere. He's still out here living his best life. He's still getting stuff. Okay, so I don't want to hear that, and that is the problem. So if you're not here for that, we're going to gatekeep our people too, okay? Because y'all doing the same thing. Y'all make money off of us. Y'all make hella money off of us, and then y'all throw us in jail, and then y'all have us sell our mansions and stuff for a little bit of money, so then y'all can go turn around and make a crazy profit. No. His kids deserve all the money that they can get, okay? He got a lot of kids. He just had a little baby, a little Asian baby. The little Asian baby need to get some money too, okay? That's how this works. Okay? So that's what we're here. That's why we're here, okay? The uncomfortable truth is that there are some sick O's out here, right? The uncomfortable truth is that clearly a lot of people like having sex with kids. It's just in them. It's weird. They're weird. There's also the uncomfortable truth that people like to have sex, okay? Now, that's just what it is. However, You have to deal with money. And right now, people should not be going broke. Diddy should not be going broke because Elvis ain't go broke. Stephen Collins ain't go broke. Woody Allen ain't, Robert De Niro ain't go broke. All these people ain't go broke. So why he gotta go broke? So no, freak off mansion. So I need somebody to go tell Diddy's mama that we're not selling the mansion. The mansion is not for sale. Freak off, man. With the it's not for real. It's not. Yeah, they wouldn't kill Epstein or hide him. Either way. Okay? So that's the problem. And he could stay in jail for the rest of his life. I'm not saying Diddy gotta come out. R. Kelly can stay in jail for the rest of his life. But the fact is that these real estate developers take our stuff, take their mansions and stuff like that, flip them. They continue to be famous. The mansions and stuff will always be famous because these people actually lived in there or did these things in there. So they're always going to be sold for a lot of money because it's just like Jeffrey Dahmer, right? All those serial killers, right? That no matter what you can have a piece of paper that Jeffrey Dahmer signed. People will buy that piece of paper for $500,000, for $1 million. All of their serial killers and weird and white people, the people who did the Oklahoma bombing, their stuff just sold for a crazy amount of money. But when it comes to our predators and our serial rapists or whatever, the black people, we go broke. So that's what I'm saying. As far as he has children. He has a mother still. He has things like that. So that's what it is. It's not, and that is the problem. They can get it, white people can do it, and it's fine. But black people got to sell off all their assets. They got to sell off everything. They got at a low price too. No, absolutely not. Exactly. His kids don't have nothing to do that their daddy is a weirdo. Okay, and I'm pretty sure they know their daddy is a weirdo, but that's their daddy. But you're not going to sell a mansion for half the price. So this real estate developer can make a ton of money. That's the problem. And they're going to continue to do it because we let Shade Room and Baller Alerts and people who sit and have conversations with Jaguar Wright every day say stuff. So yeah, that's the problem. Okay? That's the problem. As far as R. Kelly had multiple chances. He beat a whole sex tape in 2000, was that 3? He beat a whole sex tape. This is before social media even got to what it is now. Okay? I remember being in a barber shop and people was going back and forth looking at the squiggly thing trying to make sure that's him. People saying, well, I don't know if that's him. No, see, that don't look like him. No, that's him. No, I don't think that's him. I don't think that's him, right? Right. Everybody going back and forth. Now, mind you, this is child pornography that everybody's watching in the barbershop because the DVD man got everything, right? Oh, I'm trying to see. Oh, I don't know. Right? Anyway, he beats the charge. You beat the charge and then turn around and continue to do the same thing. You got a problem, my boy. He should be in a mental facility. He does need to be in a mental facility. But also, he is another person that had a mansion. that everybody knew about in Olympia Fields. Everybody knew about this mansion, right? That should have been, they should also put a stuff in there and stuff like that. People would have he would have made money because people love R. Kelly. They don't care what nobody, they are blaming the women. They blaming all the fast girls that he has sex with. Every girl that he has sex with that's underage is their fault. People love R. Kelly. So right now, love him. It's everybody else's fault but R. Kelly. Now, R. Kelly beat a sex tape. Okay, a sex tape before the internet got to where it is. Till he would not stop. He said he would not stop. And then what they do? Gave Lifetime, Surviving R. Kelly. Okay, Surviving R. Kelly happened. Then next thing you know, he out there crying to Miguel, fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. Then you beat a sex tape in 2004. You should have went and got you one little 17-year-old that just turned 17 in 2004, right? Preferably from New York because it's legal if the person's 17, New York, right? And then stay with this person until whatever. But no, you had to take it there. So now you in jail. Right, that's a second. Right, yeah. He married Aaliyah. He got away with Aaliyah. And then the sex tape. Okay? Then you had to go back for more. So this is the problem. Okay? But you got people that are around you they don't care for you either. So that is the problem. That's the issue. That's the problem. But economically, you got these mansions that people have taken or you sold, and these people are making money off of you. These white people. It goes back to the white people. Thank you. Appreciate you, Carlita. Thank you. So that is the problem. That's the issue. And something has to be done with it. Something has to be done about it. I agree. Take them to jail, and weirdo, but whatever. But yeah. However, financially they have kids. He has kids still too. R. Kelly. R. Kelly has kids, even though the daughter just came out and said that he was touching her. You know what I'm saying? He's a sick man. Okay, I don't care. But the people still want him for R. Kelly. You understand? It's just like the Democratic mindset. Same thing. Now, his own daughter then came out and said that my dad touched me, and they still saying free R. Kelly. That's a Democratic mindset. It's the same people who still vote blue because they just vote blue. It's the same. It's sort of like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weird out here. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just like how they gatekeep these pastors. They gatekeep these white people with the white priests. You understand? What they do is they have them go to another church. Now, after you done had, now you say they done touched all the altar boys over here. Now, y'all gonna sit them and take them to another church. Okay? The same situation with these pastors. You know, it's sick. Okay, we're living in a sick world, and they're gonna do sick things because everybody is in on it. That's just how it is. Now, Democratic mindset is weird. The Democratic mindset is weird, okay? People who keep voting blue for nothing, it's a weird mindset. It's a weird mindset. We're still at the bottom of the totem pole. There's no way in the world that we give the Democratic Party, majority of our votes, and we still doing the same thing over and over again. That's dumb. So it's the same exact thing. People gatekeep certain things. They hide behind that Bible when they need to go see a therapist and a psychologist and a psychiatrist so they can get them some medicine, because why the hell do you feel like you got to continue to have sex with children? That's weird. You understand? For you to be attracted to a 7-year-old, it's something wrong. Okay? Also, you got a lot of women out here that will make excuses for their girls. Oh, they're being fast. What? Why is a 34-year-old at Kenwood every day? That ain't weird. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for my donations. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Even though I wish I would cash at me, but I'll take these donations too. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah. So that is the uncomfortable truth. See, I have a brand. It's called Uncomfortable Truth Lifestyle. And it's basically, it talks about things that people don't want to talk about, but when it comes to common sense and logic. And that is the issue. That's the issue. That's the problem. It's a it's a predator mentality, and it continues to happen because people are brushing it under the rug. So I'm not sitting here saying that R. Kelly deserves to be out. I'm not saying that Diddy deserves to be out, but they have children, and they at a time they did make a significant impact in our black culture, in black entertainment, and the fact that you've got people like Epstein, you got people like Robert De Niro. You got people like Woody Allen. You got people like Elvis Presley. You've got people that Stephen Collins from Seventh Heaven. All these type of people that's able to continue to make money and give it to their children, or their legacy continue. Even if it's a disgraced legacy, they're still able to make sure their children eat. But when it comes to our black entertainers, it's a problem. No, 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 no. That's not fair. They have children. Their children is not them. So he needs what's his name? Diddy needs to get into some mental health uh, therapy sessions right now. The same with R. Kelly, because some accountability is going to have. They're going to have to have accountability. Now they're going to. They have to figure out why do they have a thing for stuff like that. Children. I don't know. Like I said, with Diddy, we don't know yet. Because a lot of people are just. I'm not saying everybody's lying that's coming out on Diddy, but some of them people they just put it on top of it, on top of it, on top of it. And then the white media and the gay bloggers just take it there. They drag it there. So that's just what it is. But you're right, Ebony. They don't throw each other on the bus. It's a form of black on black crime. Everything black on black crime doesn't have to be with us killing each other. We're killing each other emotionally. We're hurting each other emotionally. And that is not fair. Okay? And and again, mental health is a serious thing that they continue to take the funding out. There's so much funding has been taken out of mental health in the past 6 or 7 years. No, I'll say the last 10 years. That's why people are dealing with the things they're dealing with. I mean, people are trying to deal with it as best as they possible. But you need mental health. Mental health resources are important. That's why people are mad right now. People are upset right now about the election. There's people. You got Joanne Reed, who's unhinged. Okay, she's undiagnosed. She's mad because the $1 billion return. They didn't get their return on investment on $1 billion that they spent getting Kamala Harris in there. So now she's telling people to not actually have Thanksgiving with your friends or your family who voted for Trump because she know that MSNBC is being sold and she's out of a job. She's mad because they couldn't play They Not Like Us. They're mad because we split the black vote. Yeah, it's a spiritual illness, it's a mental health illness, and that's just what it is. And that probably, Ebony Eyes, I haven't heard that, but that's probably true. But no one has spoke about it because another thing when it comes to men, right? They have made it that men are not supposed to be vulnerable. Men aren't supposed to cry. These things can't happen to men, or if it does happen to men, it's because it's making them a man. No, ain't nobody supposed to be touching you inappropriately, especially at a young age. So that is the problem. That's why the obsession with people's sexual orientation is getting weird. People shouldn't even worry about who a person sleep with as long as it's not children. But people are so obsessed with sexual orientations. It's sick. It's weird. It's really weird. Let me tell you something. I come from a small town. I was one of the only people that was out. I think I was the only lesbian that was out in my high school and out. I was out. I didn't care. I came out. I ain't tired. I love women. But I remember it's so many girls that I was messing around with in high school that to this day I would never like it would never be a thing to go out here and just tell everybody. You know, some of them are married, got kids, all that stuff, but I would never go out here and just put it all out there like that. That's just weird. And that's just what people are focused on. It's just weird. Like, that's crazy. It's nuts. Like, people don't even care about the, like, you know, back then it was like I don't know, like you used to be like feel like you the man because like damn I done got her. You understand? I finally got her. But I'm not out here telling everybody that I done got her. They weird. Everybody weird. And that's it. It's no type of like privacy. It's no type of conservatism. It's none of that. People just weird. They weren't loved. That's what they see. I come from love. So my mother loved me. So that's it. I think that's it too. You don't come from love. You don't come from any of those type of things. No morals. That's exactly it, Carlita. No morals. No morals. That's exactly it. So we got to bring back morals. Yes. Sneaky links is the best. That's why I come up with sneaky links is the best. How you gonna keep messing? How you gonna mess the sneaky links up? Can't. No. Right. And those things like that need to start coming out. They victims too. That's why the cycle continues to happen. But if we don't talk about that in the black community, they're going to continue to do stuff like this. Nah, they victims too. They're victims as well. And so that is the issue. But no one talks about those type of things. So that's where we have to, I don't know, like stuff just got to change, you know, like stuff just got to change. We got to bring back structure. We got to bring back privacy. We have to gatekeep our black culture. We have to gatekeep our black people. Black America, we one big dysfunctional family. And that's what people need to understand. And the ones that want to be an op and want to continue to terrorize us and continue to be on that black on black and assimilate into white supremacy, because there's a lot of white supremacy in the black culture too. That's why we out here not being able to get shit and do stuff. You got to move around. You got to get them people out your circle, out your square. And that is it. That's another reason why that's another reason why Trump had to get in office. Everything that they were trying to say, convicted felon, a rapist, all of those things, right? Yeah, that's the type of person I want to vote for because I'm watching y'all lie on him. I'm watching you lie on him. So yeah, I want to go ahead and vote for the person who I know that you're lying on. I know that you're lying on him. He should not be a convicted felon. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and vote for him. The one y'all trying to put in, because that's what y'all been doing for a very long time. If they don't go with what agenda you trying to give us, all of a sudden y'all find all this weird stuff. Just like with Diddy, because Diddy decided that y'all ain't gonna try to play me when it comes to this liquor deal. Nigga, ain't nobody drinking Ciroc. They drinking Ciroc because of me. Nobody not drinking De Leon tequila. They drinking De Leon tequila because of me. So y'all ain't gonna sit here and rip me off. But because he done did so much stuff in the past, all of that stuff started coming out. So since all of that came out and it's out, and he's gonna fight the best way that he can fight, he needs some better lawyers because I don't know what he got. Them lawyers is kind of trash. But let's talk about that mansion. That mansion, don't sell that mansion, Diddy. The mansion is the freak off mansion. Make the money, okay? Make the money. Get your kids involved. Have them go find somebody like what Priscilla Presley got. Priscilla Presley went and got a person by the name of Jack Soden. And Jack Soden is a person who was specialized in public homes and museums. The same person who probably did what's Prince's name, Mom? What's it called? Where Prince Paisley Park. Is that Paisley Park? Yeah, same thing that they did with Prince's house. Same thing they did with Neverland. I don't know if they make them. Yeah, but that's the same thing they need to do with the freak off mansion. Okay. Same thing. I mean, I don't know if R.Kelly still has Olympia Fields or has access to that, but they need to do that. So yeah, Grace. I mean, if they could do it with Graceland, they could do it with him. Is LGBTQ part of the Black American culture? What? That's what I'm saying. LGBTQ, Black American culture, two different things. Okay? I'm black first before anything else. And I think that's what y'all don't understand. Y'all are so obsessed with the LGBTQ. It's a disease. I think it's a mental health, a mental illness. I'm black before anything else. I'm talking about Black America, black culture. That's what I'm talking about. Get up, stand up, time out. How about that? Time out. Yeah, that's what we're on. We're here about Black America, black entertainment. Thank you for subscribing. Please like and subscribe, but thank you for subscribing. No, one of the Ozzy brothers last on R. Kelly's house. Well, they should turn it into something. But I'm just saying, this is what it should happen. So that is what I feel about, and I feel like that's the uncomfortable truth of how I feel about Diddy, how I feel about black entertainment. Black entertainment right now, I think a lot of them are afraid because of whatever the files or whatever they're saying with the Jeffrey Epstein and all that stuff. My thing is, you letting white people scare us. I don't care about none of that stuff. Economically, where is our money? Economically, why are they stealing black people's property? Economically, why did you give 60 years of a vote to one political party and y'all are riding for this party who does not care about you? That's what I'm talking about, okay? Regardless of what Diddy did, the fact that nobody can't get him no prominent attorneys when he did the vote or die campaign, he was riding for the Democratic Party. That's what the Democratic Party do, though. It's like an ultimatum type thing. They are the real bullies. They are the real problem, and they need to be dismantled. No, that's not true. Just like how they got plantations. Valentino, people go down to New Orleans and go down to them different plantations to see where our ancestors used to pick cotton and stuff. I don't think anybody aspires to pick cotton every time they leave the plantation. Thank you, Scotland. All right, Scotland. I do want to go to Scotland. So yeah. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. And maybe, like I said, I'll talk about an uncomfortable truth every time, but um, that is important. And I think that's what people need to understand. That, yeah, the problem is we are sitting on trillions of dollars in black entertainment. We're sitting in, we are sitting on trillions of dollars in black entertainment. Black entertainment in America is seen all around the world. Everybody loves our culture, our entertainment, all of that. We should have a, a lethal team of black attorneys when it's time to come out to fight these cases. We're doing stuff backwards. We're doing things backwards. And that is the problem. We sitting on too much money. We sitting on too much money for us to keep having these high profile attorneys that are not our color. That's number one. And number two, that don't understand our rights and our civil rights. Some of that stuff that I've read in his case is stupid. It shouldn't even be in there. Some of that stuff is made up. And that is the problem. But what do? They're making more money. Those people like Mark, whatever his name is, and all that stuff, his daughter and stuff. They're making more money going on media talking about it. That is the problem. Instead of getting to the solution, there's no reason why that the man. Let's see. Let me get my man right. What's his name? The former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch and two other individuals charged with sex trafficking and interstate prostitution. Ain't no way in the world that they got bail. They out on bail, but he ain't out on bail. Again, they don't even talk about that again. They don't even talk about the Abercrombie and Fitch thing. Where is Michael Jeffries, along with Matthew Smith and James Jacobson, with sex trafficking and engaging in interstate prostitution? Where are they at? Why nobody ain't talking about them? They were able to get out. Hey, Miss Jessica, they was able to get out. These were underage people, underage boys. Caused men to believe that attending the sex events could yield modeling and opportunities. All this stuff they had. And they got out. Where they at? Home. Home. So I'm just saying, you gotta keep the same energy. This is third time coming up for bail, and he can't get it. He said that he ain't gonna have no visitors. He giving up everything so he can come home. These people can have visitors. The white people who are arranged for dozens of men to travel to New York and hotels around the world for sex events. This was giving freak offs. Dozens of men to travel to New York and hotels around the world for sex events. So I mean, if they're able to get out on bond and bail the first time, they didn't even sit in court. They didn't even sit in jail. Why can't Diddy get out? So I'm just saying. Yeah, he didn't. No one deserves bond. You absolutely right who do that. But if we're going to keep that same energy, Michael Jeffries, along with Matthew Smith and James Jacobson, don't deserve bond either. So that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. Yeah. You can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose what millionaire you're gonna let out. Because they were doing they had a time too now. They had a time. And New York. This happened in New York. He in New York. He's in New York as well. So I mean I'm just saying, you gotta make it make sense. You gotta make it make sense. And it's not making any sense. So that's what needs, that's the problem. But the problem is we need like we don't have no Thurgood Marshalls. We don't have no Johnny Cochran's. We don't have none of that. We don't have the people that are willing to fight these cases. A lot of them stuff, like I said, if you read that lawsuit, a lot of that stuff with Diddy's case should not even be in there. It's the bloggers, it's the people like the Shade Room that I unfollowed because they're weird. The baller alerts, the neighborhood, all those on and with the help of weirdos that continue to keep the conversation going. But when it comes to these white predators, those go get brushed under the rug. Those get brushed under the rug. But with us, they going every day is something. You post you type up Diddy right now. They're gonna find some more stuff. People just be making up shit. That's what made me. That's why I went the angle I went with the real estate, because it's like, okay, now y'all are trying to get him to sell something, like make us act like he broke and he desperate. So it's like, okay, so you're trying to find something to get him to sell his mansion. No, we ain't gonna sell it. It's the freak off mansion. We're gonna make it the freak off mansion so he can get his money because he got 10 kids. He got 10 kids that he loves dearly, and they need money. They can make it a bad boy museum. They can make it a bad boy museum. Don't get it twisted. He had some hits. He did a lot of great things, regardless. So, but to sell it for underpriced like Kanye did, it cannot work. And that developer Bo Belmont does. He prays after black celebrities that get into some type of heat, goes after their mansions and tries to undercut them, and then I guess they do take it like Kanye did, and then they go and flip it for much more. Fans are a real thing. Like people who like Kanye West is the prime example. He has major fans. He has a cult following. Okay? Diddy has a cult following. But Kanye has a cult following. Kanye could have put that museum up and sold tickets for $100 a piece. He could have put every first Yeezy he discovered. He could have had pictures of him. He could have had one room with just pictures of him and his mother. He could have had a thing with just him and Kim Kardashian, the early days with Kim Kardashian. He could have did all of these type of things, and he would have been making probably $100 million a year just off of people going to visit Kanye West mansion. The same thing that they could do with this mansion that he's trying to get Diddy to undersell. So that's why I need y'all to get this to Diddy mama and the Diddy kids and say, no, we're not selling it. Yep, him in the Amber Rose room. Exactly. That's it. So that's what needs to happen. Yeah, do not sell it. We not sell. Yeah, do not sell it. So that's what I believe that he needs to do, and I hope that someone tells him that. And if someone said that Ronald Isley has R. Kelly's mansion, they need to do the same thing. People will go see a room with R. Kelly and Aaliyah back in the day when they go get some of his old studio things, all that stuff. The only reason why the white people is really mad at R. Kelly is because now they got to think of a different song to sing instead of that song. Man, I couldn't stand that graduation song they used to make everybody sing. What was that song called? That song from Space Jam. Oh my God! I Believe I Could Fly. I could not stand that song. Every graduation had that song. Oh my God! I Believe I Can Fly. That's one thing that I'm glad. I do not have to hear that song at these graduations no more. But then white people is mad because they can't think of any other song now. That was the graduation song. It wasn't no other song. You was getting I Believe I Can Fly, kindergarten, 8th grade, high school. You were definitely going to get those 3 for 3. Kindergarten, 8th grade, and high school grad. Whoo! So that's the only thing. I'm glad that we don't have to listen to that anymore. Oh, I couldn't take that song. I could not take that song. Now, a lot of people also say that they are deleting music from these people. It's a few R. Kelly songs I am not deleting. I don't care what nobody say. I don't have sex with children. Don't care to have sex with children. But there is TP2. You're absolutely insane if you think that I am going to delete that album. TP2 is something that I will never delete. Okay? There's a lot of songs that Bad Boy did. Take that, take that. I'm not deleting them too. I'm not messing up my playlist. Okay, I'm not. So I'm just telling you that too. That people listen to Elvis Presley all day. He gets so many hits. All that. People still listen to, yeah, so I'm not doing it. Just letting you know that. Okay? R. Kelly gonna be in rotation, and Bad Boy for Life is gonna be in rotation too. Okay? So I will say that. Now, there are some people that say, I just can't listen to them. And I get it, and you're right. You're absolutely right. You're okay, right? I get it. If it's that part, But there are times that I am going to turn on TP2. Chocolate Factory. Never Leave. That song, Never Leave. Yo, Never Leave is my song. Okay, that's a banger. That's a banger. Never Leave is a banger. He had hits. Yeah, 12. Oh, yeah. Like, come on. Crucial Conflict. Come out and play. I mean, so I'm just saying. So the uncomfortable truth is we're not getting rid of the bangers. We're not getting rid of the bangers. Okay? Right. Okay? Exactly. And you're not getting rid of your kids. Yeah, bops. Yeah, we are the culture. R. Kelly is the king of R&B. The uncomfortable truth is R. Kelly is the king of R&B. Come on now. Y'all didn't get rid of Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley making $100 million a year. Dead. Going right to his granddaughter. Yeah. So, no, we're not getting rid of none of the bangers. Bangers. We're not getting rid of the king of R&B. We are. That's uncomfortable. We ain't gonna get no other R. Kelly. It's never no other. R. Kelly is going down in the history, in history books, in history. We gotta say, yeah, it's facts. It's facts. It's facts. I'm sorry. Public announcement got like 3 people left in public announcement. Public announcement can be at any. They be performing around here, and they still be selling out. Same with Crucial Conflict. Okay, Chicago just different. Okay, that's why we gotta save Chicago. Chicago is culture. Okay, and we are not gonna let nobody from Elgin, Illinois, mess up the culture in Chicago. Okay, we're not going to. Okay, that's how this works. This is how this works. Okay, this is how this works. Black entertainment, $1 trillion business. We are a $1 trillion business. R. Kelly made a lot of white people money. He made a lot of white people money. He employed a lot of people. Now, the other part, we're gonna get R. Kelly some mental health help because we need to get him into a mental health place. You understand? The same with Diddy. Just same how they take care of their white predators. We're gonna do the same thing. Okay? They need help. We're gonna figure out what happened. What went wrong? What went wrong? Because they always want to go, what went wrong with the white ones, right? Well, what went wrong? We want to know what went wrong too, okay? We want to know, and we're going to find out what went wrong. We're going to find out. We're going to find out, okay? We're going to find out. Mental health, yep. Because we keep going from one traumatic thing to the next traumatic thing to the next traumatic thing to the next traumatic thing. Because we can't get no help from nobody because we have no representation. They done messed up everything. Look at the Taste of Chicago. The Taste of Chicago ain't been the same since. When?
No soul. Yes, no soul.
When has it's all messed up out here. Man, we just losing everything. They did the lights, the Christmas lights. They lit the Christmas lights Saturday. They said the kids down there beating up people. Okay, they saying all the kids is beating up people. They was whipping people in front of Palmer House, all that. Come on now. Like, what is going on? We is out of control out here. So we're gonna get it back. We're gonna get Chicago back. We're gonna get our culture back. We are going to do all of that. But yes, I came here to talk about what I feel like the solution is for what Diddy needs to do and my thoughts on the Diddy situation and R. Kelly and my uncomfortable truth. And that's it. I got to get ready to go to my Friendsgiving to be with my friends. I rock with y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow at 6 p.m. And we are going to discuss, what are we discussing tomorrow? Tomorrow is, please like and subscribe. That's number 1. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about who would ever thought this would be the mayor of Chicago. Okay? And then you can look at that picture, courtesy of very special people. This picture is actually going viral on my ex. Okay, it's going because he's in a kumbaya stance. It looks like I say that this is when he sacrificed Chicago for Venezuela. That's what it's given. It's given that this is what happened. So tomorrow we're going to talk about Brandon Johnson and who would have ever thought, and what's the importance of getting up and voting, because this could never happen again. This could never happen again. We need to make sure he's never heard. He's never heard of ever again. Social media is the same. Mr. Steal Your Wig, MrStealYourWig1. But it's also in my little description thing. All that stuff is in there. But yeah, we got to get back to morals. Morals is going to happen. But yes, because right now everything is all messed up. It's all over the place. But yeah, so until next time, I will see y'all tomorrow, 6 o'clock. We will be discussing who would have ever thought this would be the mayor of Chicago. Right back at y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Support. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Email leigazoe23@gmail.com. And I got all my stuff and all stuff. Yes. Chicago Flip Red, yes. Okay, yeah. It's always Chicago Flip Red, baby. It always gonna be Chicago Flip Red. Chicago. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. I had a good conversation with my bro, my uncle Skills. He's one of the best painters out here, artists out here. We've all it's going down. Okay, me and Miss Jackson, we have our daily or weekly. Ain't nobody playing. It's Black Republicans, baby. Black Republicans. Okay, we are going to change Chicago. Y'all do y'all part, we do our part. We are a unit, and this Chicago is example. This is an example. Don't you ever play with Black Chicago ever again. Don't you ever play with Black Chicago ever again, okay? And we got to show them 2026 and 2027, don't you ever play with us again, okay? So yes. Operation Disgrace 50, get them up out of there. Brandon Johnson, get them up out of there. Get him up out of there. Tony Preckwinkle, them disgraced commissioners over there that don't care about nothing. Okay, yeah, it's a time for a whole, we about to switch all this around. So if you got some people that's ready to get in this political field, because we're gonna need aldermen, we're gonna need commissioners, we're gonna need people that's ready to come in here and be for the people. But as a Republican, no Democrat. This is not, we don't have Democrats. It's not, no, it's not. I don't even know what a Democrat is. I don't even know what that is. Ray Charles to it. Ray Charles to a Democrat. I don't even know what a Democrat is. Yes, hit the like board, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. Fight. I hope y'all enjoy this Sunday. Kiss and stare, everybody. Peace.